creating order within the public transport sector, and promoting non-motorized transport and smart mobility solutions for a future of Kampala. I told you that because of jam, we lose 240,000 man-hours. So by doing this, we shall have reduced jam. On enforcement, my administration believes in firm but fair enforcement, guided by the rule of law, professionalism, and respect for human dignity. Laws and regulations shall be applied consistently and without selectivity, while ensuring continuous public sensitization and stakeholders engagement, so that there is order in the city. Together we shall build a cleaner, organized, modern, sustainable Kampala that every citizen can be proud of, and every citizen call it home. As Lord Mayor, I propose to operationalize, be attentive at this, to operationalize committees, street committees, in accordance with the KCCA Act. Minister, Loodimeeya, I propose to operationalize street committees in accordance with the KCCA Act. These committees will strengthen community participation and serve as important grassroots platforms for identifying and reporting service delivery gaps across the city. When we have a committee, a street has its own committee. Someone will not play around with the street. You knock an electric pole, the committee team is there to see and be assured that you will reinstate it. When you pour garbage anyhow, the committee will be there to see and report to KCCA. We have a client's charter, which is a contract between the people of the Kampala and KCCA. It was signed by the Lord Mayor, Elias Lukwago, and the ED. This is a contract between KCCA and the people. If I report, for example, if I take so long to approve your plan, beyond say 2 months, I can even take you to courts of law. If there is a pothole and you report a pothole, within 48 hours, it must be fixed. This is a contract between KCC, and therefore I call upon the staff to make sure that we don't go into spending taxpayers' money because the contract is in existence. Council, contract tokola. Jangondo choki. Kaniza Loodimeeya. Saga kusaga saga. We have a social contract, client's charter.
The Honorable Lord Mayor, ekola iranja kuyamba kulaba nti nno ekola mu Kampala.
Kakati ye nayo nzija eyo ekola. KCC, we have a responsibility, a social responsibility to fix roads, to take garbage, and it's in the contract. Therefore, we must not play around. Councillors have an obligation. It is clearly stated in the strategic plan. You must report, and we are going to make sure that we select a day to speak to our people, to our voters. Show them where we are. The good thing, I procured a truck that I will use at the start as the ED helps in making sure that he provides machines and all that we shall be using to have barazas at a time that we shall set. So these committees are in the law. And some of the areas have committees of the kind. Twina neighborhood committees. Temuzina banange. Tezikola. In Chanja we have, in Chisasi we have neighborhood committees. And they have worked a great deal. They are not going to be paid. They are residents, citizens, serious citizens that will form themselves into a committee and be able to jealously regard their property. The committees will support the implementation of service commitments, service standards, feedback mechanism, and communication channels provided under the Clans Charter, which is a social contract between the KCCA and the people of Kampala. Through this approach, we shall strengthen accountability, responsiveness, transparency, and citizen engagement in the delivery of public service throughout the city. As Lord Mayor, my administration proposes to fully operationalize the property rates governing laws and regulations under the Local Government Rating Act in order to strengthen accountability, improve service delivery, and restore public confidence in the local tax regime. Come here, Mr. Gungu. On the Akulira Valuation Court. Etteeka ligamba nti sente zikuŋŋaanyiziddwa mu kitundu zinaddayo mu kitundu ekyo ne zikola ebintu bino wammanga: emyala, kasasiro, security lights, enguudo, n'ekyo kyonna ab'ekitundu kye banaasalangawo. Era minisita ono mukube mungaluko tekigenda okulaga nti abantu bafuna there is value for money. Minisita ono akyayinza okuggyako ebitundu 25 ku 100 naye nga zigenda mu administration eyokulaba tezikwatibwako, zigenda purely okusavinga infrastructure development, nga n'abantu bekozeemu kye bayita taxpayers association eri muteeka giyite ratepayers association, nekimune taxpayers association, nti abantu mu kitundu be banamanaginga kiki kye baagala okukolebwa lyetteeka. It has never been repealed. So bw'olwo etteeka we liri olimanyi era walisomesaako lirina okukola kye bayita rule of law. Rule of law is the implementation of the enforcement of the law, not just mere speaking about the law. Yes, I have already talked. When I was in Parliament, I spoke to Minister of Finance and they said they are going to operationalize that. And I believe that it will be one thing that will make Kampala move strides. When we make all those roads within our communities, we can make Kampala a happy, walkable, clean and smart city. That's what we want. Look, that's what we want, my boss. So mpereza sente ro. Edayo. So, councillors, we are going to form. We are going to go back home, work with chairpersons at every level to make sure that we establish these committees that are going to trickle down service delivery so that the people that pay taxes may get to know that there is value for money. Otherwise, today, they have no and nothing in control. To further strengthen transparency and citizen participation, we also propose to facilitate the establishment, yes, that taxpayers association I've talked about. Our goal on this is simple. Our goal is simple: to build trust between the KCCA and the residents by ensuring that public revenue is managed responsibly, transparently, and in a manner that directly improves the quality of lives of people in Kampala. Kampala cannot become a modern, efficient, and livable city unless we confront corruption. Corruption. One pastor recently visited my home and told me that a thief in Kampala, capital city, also says the Kampala capital city babbi. Do you know omubbi mu Kampala capital city? Yabadde pastor. Omubbi mu Kampala capital city agamba nti Kampala capital city babbi. Therefore, it's important that we work together. And I trust the technical team that we shall indeed work together to make sure that we have zero corruption. Therefore, I therefore strongly support the establishment of a robust integrity and accountability unit within Kampala Capital City Authority to promote transparency, efficiency, ethical leadership, and public confidence in the management of Kampala's affairs. This unit should serve as a cornerstone in strengthening institutional accountability and ensuring that public resources are used solely for the benefit of the citizens. I want also to say this. The current leadership, those councillors did not come back, but they are called thieves by the public. I was told of a councillor who went and visited a school and put the head teacher on cuffs, handcuffs. Temukiwulyangako bakansala temukiwulyangako mu abasigadde abalungi mwakiwulira. That kind of corruption must not happen. And believe me you, I am going to be very tough on matters concerning corruption. With corruption, you are eating the road. With corruption, you are eating, you are destroying something. You are destroying a life. Therefore, we must join together and fight corruption. I call upon the technical team to run away from this. To run away from this. So as part of this reform agenda, we shall fully digitize approvals. I want to request the team, because we are strategic thinkers. When we went to Rwanda, we found that almost everything is digitized. The approvals, the payments, the procurement systems, they had e-procurement systems. So in order to minimize human interfaces, eliminate leakages, and enhance operational efficiency, we shall also strengthen e-procurement, introduce public tracking mechanism for service requests, and operationalize effective citizen feedback platforms in line with the client's charter, recently signed by the Lord Mayor and the Executive Director. The future of Kampala depends on building institutions that are transparent, responsive, and accountable to the people.